gotta think of a way to get a fat ass by tomorrow. Huh? I gotta think of a way. Huh? I gotta think of a way to get a fat ass by tomorrow. I could do what?
So you want to get married in your 20s?
Yeah.
You think you could be monogamous though?
Yeah.
Do you know what monogamous mean, Kodak?
No.
I know, exactly.
Listen, the other night I fell asleep on the phone with a girl.
Is that the one?
I hope so.
Okay.
This is Bernicia Lightfoot, a 26-year-old aspiring rapper from Cleveland, Ohio, known to her growing fan base as Alata. On July 21st, 2023, her body would be discovered in a wooded area, wrapped and discarded like garbage after being shot multiple times by the one person who was supposed to protect her.
Good evening, and thank you for being with us at 5. I'm Courtney Gooseman.
And I'm Delon Dillard. The suspect made his first court appearance today, pleading not guilty to a murder charge. Tonight, police are working to piece together the details surrounding her murder.
News 5 anchor Tracy Carlos has what we know right now.
Friends of Bernicia Lightfoot say she was committed to helping others.
She was a magnificent human being, you know, and it's a shame that her light was put out in this way.
She was learning to help others when we first introduced you to Lightfoot back in 2018. She was a member of the Wolfpack Gun Response Team Cleveland, which was part of the Stop the Bleed initiative started by the feds.
I like this class because it's helpful, help me to do anything I could do at any moment. You know what I'm saying? The best, thing I could do when no one else is around at the time.
I was her trainer, and she was trained to save lives, to stop knife wounds, to stop the bleeding in knife wounds, gunshot wounds, and also bomb wounds. And she was one of my brightest students.
That light darkened last week. Late Tuesday night, Bedford Police Deputy Chief Rick Sutz told me a concerned family member called police asking for a welfare check.
They hadn't heard from her. Her birthday was coming up that day, and it was very unusual for her to not make contact every day.
Bedford police were concerned, too, when they discovered her cell phone tossed on the ground in Cleveland and when they arrived at her Bedford apartment.
We found what appeared to be a crime scene with blood. No one was home at the residence, and that's where the investigation started. That
investigation led to her boyfriend, Michael Rorty Nugent.
He has a lengthy criminal record. He's been in and out of prison, been in and out of jail.
Bedford police arrested Nugent Friday. Police say he led them to her body in Slavic Village a short time later. In 2018, Nugent was in the Cuyahoga County Jail when he claimed corrections officers beat him and sprayed him with pepper spray because he asked for an extra carton of milk. He filed a lawsuit in court. The county dished out more than $100,000 2 years later to settle that lawsuit. This morning, he was in a different courtroom.
You were cited on 7/21/23. You're charged with murder.
Tonight, he's locked up on a murder charge, but police say more charges in connection to this case are expected.
Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch.
Alata, swipe up now. I'm gonna get that new Vicarious, my new single that's just dropped on all streaming platforms. The link is in the bio. Make sure y'all tap in with me. Go check that out. It's streaming on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. Tap in with your girl and go get that.
But before we uncover what led to this devastating moment, let me take you back to where this all began.
Y'all won't catch me spending the night at no man's house. The last time I spent the night at some man's house, I heard bitches laughing in the pillow. I was asleep, I heard bitches like kiki.
I am not a pimp, I am a Mac, and I don't get no bitch no money back. No bitch no money back.
All right, let's see if TikTok can guess what my zodiac sign is. It really got it. What?
Bernicia Lightfoot wasn't just another aspiring artist trying to make it in Cleveland's competitive rap scene. She was building something real, something that mattered to her community. Born on July 19, 1997, Bernicia grew up in Cleveland, watching the struggles around her, absorbing the harsh realities that would later fuel her music. By the time she was just 18 years old, she was already working demanding factory jobs alongside grown men, grinding day after day to support herself and chase her dreams.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Alata. I appreciate all the love everybody been giving me and the support. I just want to tap in with y'all and tell y'all to make sure y'all swipe up and go get that Vicarious. The link is in the bio. It's on all streaming platforms, as y'all know already. I appreciate all the love.
It's my daddy, J. Carter Trap.
Long live V-Roy. Long live all my gangsters. Long live Rock. Long live Spaz. It's for all my fallen soldiers. Long live Ruger. Asking God, please forgive me for my sins and my bins. Talking to myself like Lotto, we gon' win. Like Lotto, we gon' win. Asking God, please forgive me for my sins and my bins. Talking to myself like Lotto, we gon' win. Lost it all and got it back, and now I do it all again. You know I'm different, had to switch it cause these bitches ain't my friends. Don't call me bougie cause I fuck around and still be in the hood. If they let me beat myself, I promise we gon' still be good. Praying for a new soul, praying for a new pole. Let a nigga try me, I'ma turn him to a new ghost. I just count the phantom, bout to ride it like a new hoe. And you know I'm gifted, young and pretty and ambitious. No, I ain't sound still independent, think I'm slipping, baby. I'm just getting started, made it farther than they said I was gon' make it. Now they bother, put it on my father. Taking off on bitches, they wanna listen. Now they see the vision. Now they see the vision. They wanna listen.
Get plugged in.
Bossed up, now it's fuck a nigga. I wish I never would've fucked a nigga. And if I see him, might bust a nigga. Hit the block and count it up while you stuck, little nigga. And when you get it, stack it up. Don't be frontin' niggas. Keep a couple Glocks on you cause it's up with niggas. Keep a couple Glocks on you cause it's up with niggas. I'ma show these little bitty bitches how to elevate. Fuck a nigga, get a bag, make them bitches hate. And I'm all about the bag, and I'm all about my bitches. I ain't going outside, so you know it's fuck a nigga. Got Gucci on my feet, remember rockin' heel fit. I just signed a new deal, so them checks getting bigger. Checks getting big, just signed a new deal, so them checks getting big. Came a long way and got a long way to go. Lil' hoe was talking shit, I had to going up the skull. I ain't never had a thing, had to get it on my own. Made a promise if I make it, I'd never sell my soul. All these fucking lost souls, don't nobody got control. Popping pills, getting drunk, and they wonder why we stuck. Don't nobody wanna listen, tryna make her pay attention. Obama was a blessing, but he really was a lesson. Need a Nipsey, need a Nine, need a Biggie, need a Pod. Just my daddy for the guys, how the truth feed his life. For the kids, it's a crime, putting evil in their eyes. Should be wrong, say it's right, got a baby, sympathize. In the food and the water, putting poison in our bodies. Population getting larger, started virus, got his water in everybody trying to get a blessing, everybody stressing, everybody trying to get a bag, everybody stressed. I'ma show these little bitty bitches how to elevate. Fuck a nigga, get a bag, make them bitches hate. And I'm all about the bag, and I'm all about my bitches. I ain't going outside, so you know it's fuck a nigga. Got Gucci on my feet, remember rockin' heel fit. I just signed a new deal, so them checks getting bigger. Checks getting big, just signed a new deal. Bank roll in my pocket thicker than a stripper. That bitch riding with me thicker than a snicker. He don't want my queen, so he want my DNA. Fuck him real good, never tell him where I stay. New V on my ass, so you know my bottle's red. Come down on the stairs, we ain't make it to the bed. And I know I got my penny line on your mind. I'm the freaking kind, blow your mind every time that I come around. I wish a nigga would hit my line, bitch. I'm on the grind, tell the hoe to shake it quicker. I'm a big fucking tipper, pull up, doors opening faster than a zip. Now I don't want that little nigga, cause my pockets got bigger. Shut up, nigga, you ain't tripping, bitch, you pimping. And you on your shit, and your pussy water whipping. And I'ma pull up, pop out, show out. Only fuck with bad bitches, what the fuck you talking about? I'ma show these little bitty bitches how to elevate. Fuck a nigga, get a bag, make them bitches hate. And I'm all about the bag, and I'm all about my bitches. I ain't going outside, so you know it's fuck a nigga. Got Gucci on my feet, remember rockin' heel fit. I just signed a new deal, so them checks getting bigger. Checks getting big. Just signed a new deal, so them checks getting bigger.
Shut up! Now who sent you, nigga? Nobody sent me. Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
Her mother would later remember this period with pride, describing how her daughter's work ethic set her apart from everyone else her age. But Bernicia wasn't content with just surviving, so she took on the stage name Alata and started pouring everything she had experienced, everything she had fought through, into her music. Her lyrics were raw, honest reflections of her life, touching on themes that resonated deeply with young people in her community. Resilience in the face of loss, navigating fake friendships, and achieving independent success despite the odds stacked against you.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Alata. I'm tapping in with y'all, telling y'all my new single Little Bitch just dropped on all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all go check that out on YouTube, Apple Music, or Spotify, wherever you want to go to listen to it. My EP will be dropping soon. Make sure y'all check that out too. Just stay tuned. I love y'all.
She built her following the hard way, sharing music clips and snippets of her life on Instagram and TikTok, connecting with fans who saw themselves in her story. She wasn't pulling millions of views overnight or getting record deal offers from major labels, but she was creating genuine connections with over 23,000 followers who felt like they knew her personally. Bernicia collaborated with other local artists and performed at events throughout Cleveland, slowly building a reputation as someone to watch. Children in her neighborhood looked up to her, and other aspiring rappers wanted to work with her.
Can't wait for the premiere of the Ink video dropping soon.
I don't give a fuck what they think, and I got the flavor, got the feeling for a sleep.
I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow. I gotta think of a way to get, I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow.
You can sell your Beamer.
I can do what?
Sell your car.
Sell your mama's car.
But what made Bernicia truly special wasn't just her music. She was deeply committed to giving back to the community that raised her and trained with something called the Wolfpack Gunshot Response Team under the guidance of her mentor, Sunseer Shakur, who also went by Alish Shakur. This wasn't some casual volunteer gig. This was an initiative focused on equipping young people with life-saving skills, teaching them how to pack gunshot wounds, knife wounds, and even bomb wounds while waiting for emergency responders to arrive. She was out there learning how to potentially save lives in a community where gun violence was an everyday reality. Shakur would later reflect on the void Bernicia left behind, emphasizing how the team continued their work in her honor, because that's what she would have wanted.
I'm here with my little brother Rich, baby, hottest youngin' in the city. We got that new song, The Blessing, about to drop. Make sure y'all go get that when it drop. Tap in and fuck with us.
Say this is the face of a killer. Murder charges just filed against Michael Rory Nugent. Detectives say he's the one who killed a missing Bedford woman. Good evening, I'm Jim Nelson. The body of Bernicia Lightfoot was just found last night in Slavic Village. Michelle Nix has the breaking developments.
26-year-old Bernicia Lightfoot has been missing since at least Tuesday. Now Bedford police confirm her body was recovered in Cleveland. Her live-in boyfriend arrested, charged with first-degree murder. The family of Bernicia Lightfoot knew something was wrong when they couldn't reach the 26-year-old on Tuesday, her birthday week. Loved ones alerted police and asked them to do a wellness check at Lightfoot's Colony Club apartment. The missing woman's phone was found lying in a yard near 59th and Chester. Then Bedford police made an unsettling discovery inside of her home. They found evidence, quote, indicating someone may have been seriously injured there, end quote. At that point, Lightfoot's live-in boyfriend, Michael Rory Nugent, became a person of interest in her disappearance. But adding to the mystery of this case, Nugent also appeared to be missing. However, by Friday, Bedford police located the boyfriend and arrested him. Hours later, news that the body of 26-year-old Bernicia Lightfoot was discovered near East 64th and Francis Avenue, a wooded area near the city's Broadway Slavic Village neighborhood. Saturday afternoon, the victim's family and friends gathered there to hold a private balloon release and honor Lightfoot's life. Her boyfriend, Michael Rory Nugent, now charged with her murder. Rory Nugent has been in and out of the county's justice system over the years. Graphic images from the 19 News April 2020 archives show the murder suspect when he sued the jail, his face drenched in pepper spray after he claimed he was abused and tortured by deputies. Now the Bedford man is back in custody, charged with killing a woman he was supposed to love. The victim's exact cause of death has not been released at this time. The medical examiner's office will perform an autopsy, but her live-in boyfriend is behind bars and will face a judge on Monday morning to answer to a charge of first-degree murder.
I don't even know why I'm tripping. If I want to mess with the smoke, dog. Hey, who's that?
It ain't them niggas that act hard.
But there was a darkness creeping into Bernice's life, something that would ultimately destroy everything she was building. His name was Michael Rorty Nugent, and he was 26 years old, just like Bernice. On the surface, maybe their relationship seemed normal to outsiders, but behind closed doors, things were far from okay. Rorty Nugent had a criminal history that spanned nearly a decade, including charges for domestic violence, drug offenses, and weapons possession. And Bernice's family would later tell police that he had been abusive toward her, that they had witnessed his violent tendencies firsthand. But like so many people trapped in abusive relationships, Bernice stayed. Maybe she thought he could change him, where the good moments outweighed the bad.
We are learning more about the woman found dead in Cleveland and the man arrested. Friends tell News 5 that Brianna Lightfoot was sweet and hardworking. Her body was discovered Friday night in Slavic Village. Tuesday, a concerned family member called Bedford police because they hadn't heard from her. When police checked out her apartment, they say there was evidence that someone may have been seriously injured there. Police arrested Lightfoot's boyfriend, Michael Rorty Nugent. Court records for him show a criminal history stretching about a decade for domestic violence, drugs, and weapons charges. Lightfoot's friend talked to us about losing her under tragic circumstances.
It's a surprise that it's somebody that I knew, but it's not a surprise that something like that would happen. But just didn't think it would happen to somebody I would know and love.
Talking about his friend Bernice there, Rorty Nugent will be in court tomorrow morning. We'll bring you what happens on television and across our digital platforms, including the News 5 Cleveland app.
Who the fuck y'all hoes be thinking y'all live? Y'all hoes ain't bad. Y'all hoes broke. Y'all hoes can't buy nothing to eat. Ain't got no car, no apartment. Bitch, you just got light. Sit the fuck down.
It's cool when they do it. Problem when I do it. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
On July 14th, 2023, Bernice posted what would become her final TikTok. The video showed an argument where her sister appeared to side with Rorty Nugent instead of her. The caption was cryptic but revealing. "I thought we was family. You supposed to ride if I'm right or wrong, and I'm never wrong, even I'm wrong." Nobody watching that video could have known that just 3 days later, Bernice Lightfoot would be dead.
Shut up! Now who sent you, nigga? Nobody sent me. Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
Y'all won't catch me spending the night at no man's house. The last time I spent the night at some man's house, bitch, I heard bitches laughing in the pillow. I was asleep, bitch, I heard bitches like kiki, kiki, kiki.
July 17th, 2023 started like any other summer night in Bedford, Ohio. Bernice was at her apartment, the place she shared with Rorty Nugent on Lee Road South, apartment 916. But something was different that night. Tensions were higher than usual, and an argument brewed between Rorty and Bernice, the kind that would escalate beyond anything that had come before. According to what Rorty Nugent would later confess to detectives, the fight started over something that might seem mundane to outsiders, but clearly struck a nerve.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? So y'all go check out my show tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Alata. I will be everywhere. Make sure y'all get that new Vicarious just dropped. Apple Music, Spotify, it's everywhere. All through Spotify.
Hit it like a billboard. Gotta spin it like a Rockefeller record. I try the waters like I'm white caps. Can't get off my drugs, need a relapse. All these buttons on this dashboard. Parachute ain't got no I'ma take it to the candy shop.
See, Rorty Nugent had been struggling financially because of a criminal record that made finding legitimate employment nearly impossible. He had money problems that were piling up, bills that weren't getting paid, and an ego that couldn't handle the fact that his girlfriend was the one with prospects, a growing platform, and recognition. He admitted to detectives that he had been selling cocaine to make ends meet, keeping cash hidden around their apartment because he didn't have a consistent income. And according to his version of events, Bernicia had taken some of that money, which infuriated him. But here's the thing about abusive relationships. The stated reason for an argument is rarely the real reason. The fight might be about money, or jealousy, or some perceived disrespect, but what it's really about is power and control. What happened next, according to court documents and Rorty Nugent's own confession, was a violent altercation in the early morning hours of July 17th. He claimed that during the argument, Bernicia came at him with a knife. He claimed he felt threatened and was defending himself when he grabbed his gun from where it was hidden near the living room wall and fired. He didn't just fire once in a panic, but shot her multiple times, and then, instead of calling for help, he chose to clean up the murder scene. However, the neighbors in the apartment building heard the gunshots and the commotion that happened after, and then they saw Rorty Nugent dragging what looked like a body wrapped up in blankets down the apartment stairs. He loaded Bernicia's body into his vehicle and drove to a wooded area in Cleveland's Slavic Village neighborhood near East 64th Street and Francis Avenue and disposed of her like she was nothing. But Rorty wasn't done yet, as he would take Bernicia's cell phone and drive to a completely different location near East 59th Street and Chester Avenue in Cleveland. He tossed it there, probably thinking he was being smart, and by separating her phone from her body, he could buy himself time or create confusion about what had happened to her. However, security camera footage would later show him in the area where the phone was found, creating a digital trail that would help lead to his arrest. And then he went back to the apartment where blood had soaked into the floors and bullet holes marked the walls, and tried to continue with his life like nothing had happened. The next day was July 18th, which should have been a day of celebration as it was Bernicia's birthday. Her family tried calling her, texting her, reaching out to wish her well, but the calls went straight to voicemail. Where was she? Why wasn't she answering? This wasn't like her. Worried sick, her family contacted the Bedford Police Department to request a welfare check. They explained their concerns about Rorty Nugent's history of abuse and violence. They explained that Bernicia's phone had been abandoned near East 59th Street and Chester Avenue, and that something was very, very wrong. When officers arrived at apartment 916 on Lee Road South, they used a key from building maintenance to enter because nobody was answering the door.
Worried and scared now, a 26-year-old woman missing. Police say her boyfriend was originally a person of interest, but now he's missing too. Now at 3, 19 News reporter Winnie Dorch has the very latest.
This is Bernicia Lightfoot. No sign of the 26-year-old. Police say her phone was found lying in a yard near 59th and Chester. Inside her apartment, a scary scene. Police say evidence shows someone was seriously hurt there. Lightfoot's family reached out to Bedford Police on Tuesday asking for a welfare check. That's when they stopped by Colony Club Apartments on Turney Road. Lightfoot lives there with her boyfriend, 31-year-old Michael Rorty Nugent. Police naming him as a person of interest, but shortly finding out he is missing too. Police are unable to make contact with him, leaving police with many unanswered questions. Where is the young couple?
Due to the exigent circumstances and concern for the welfare of Bernicia Lightfoot, Bedford officers entered 501B Lee Road South, apartment 916 in the city of Bedford, county of Cuyahoga, state of Ohio, at approximately 16:16 hours with a key from maintenance, and located a large amount of apparent dried blood and bullet holes, indicating someone was seriously injured. Witnesses reported hearing gunshots and commotion around the time of the incident. The manhunt for Michael Rorty Nugent had begun. For 3 days, detectives worked around the clock to find Rorty Nugent and hopefully find Bernicia alive. But deep down, based on the evidence at the apartment, they knew what they were likely looking for was a body. And by July 21st, 2023, they finally located and arrested him. They took him in for questioning, and during the interrogation, Rorty Nugent didn't maintain his innocence. He didn't lawyer up immediately and refuse to talk. Instead, he confessed to shooting Bernicia in their apartment during the early morning hours of July 17th. And then he did something that very few killers do. he led detectives directly to where he had hidden her body and the gun he had used to kill her. Bernice's body was recovered from the wooded area in Slavic Village, exactly where he said it would be. The medical examiner would later confirm that the trauma to her body was consistent with homicide by gunshot. The woman who had spent her final years trying to teach young people how to save lives from gunshot wounds became a victim of gun violence herself.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
In 10 years, I'll be... I mean, nothing.
On July 24, 2023, Rorty Nugent appeared in Bedford Municipal Court before Judge Michelle Paris. The proceeding was brief but significant. He was formally charged with murder pursuant to Section 2903.02 of the Ohio Revised Code, a felony of the first degree. You were cited on July 21, 23. You're charged with murder pursuant to 2903.02 of the Ohio Revised Code. It's a felony of the first degree. If convicted, you're looking at the possibility of serving 15 years to a lifetime sentence, a fine up to $15,000. The judge laid out exactly what he was facing and appointed him a public defender, attorney Shireen McGee, who entered a technical plea of not guilty on his behalf. The case moved through the court system over the following months, and here's where things took an unexpected turn. Despite the brutality of the crime, the confession, and leading police to the body, the charge was ultimately reduced. In February 2024, Michael Rorty Nugent was convicted not of murder, but of involuntary manslaughter, tampering with evidence, and gross abuse of a corpse.
Fuck it, everybody get naked. Let's see who pussy the best. No? Y'all like that idea? Alright, fuck it.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Alata. I'm here telling y'all that my new single by Curious will be dropping this Friday, June 17th. Make sure y'all tap in and go get that. It will be on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Anywhere you want to go, it will be there. I will be having a single release party Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you would like to come, just DM me and I will send out all the information and locations. Make sure y'all tap in and enjoy my new single by Curious. I did it for Pride. It's a song for women and men, and I hope y'all like it. Tap in with me, y'all. Y'all won't be disappointed.
Judge Dina R. Calabrese handed down the sentence, 23 to 28 and a half years in prison. It was a substantial sentence, but for Bernice's family and friends, no amount of time could ever be enough. The reduction from murder to involuntary manslaughter tells us something important about how the legal system handled this case. In Ohio, involuntary manslaughter typically applies when someone causes death without the specific intent to kill, often during the commission of another felony or through reckless behavior. The charge suggests that either a plea deal was reached or that prosecutors felt they couldn't prove premeditation beyond a reasonable doubt. But let's be clear about what actually happened here. Rorty's actions were not those of someone who accidentally caused a death, but of someone who knew exactly what he was doing and wanted to avoid consequences. The tampering with evidence and gross abuse of corpse charges acknowledge this reality. They recognize that what Rorty Nugent did after shooting Bernice was its own form of violence, its own violation of her dignity and humanity. While Bernice's life was being dissected in courtrooms and police reports, her community was mourning. Friends, family, and fans gathered to remember not just the rapper Alata, but the person behind the stage name. Sincere Shakur, her mentor with the Wolfpack Gunshot Response Team, spoke about the impact of losing her. The program continued its work teaching young people life-saving skills, carrying on Bernice's legacy of community service. Do you think Bernice got enough justice for her death? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, click on one of the cards on your screen to see more videos like this.
now. Wanna fuck with me because I'm rich now. Big mouth, tell that little boy to get the fuck out. They hear me now, watch me do my dance. They gon' feel it now. Big lot, another bitch been through the whole back. I got a big watch, and that bitch ain't got no TikTok. They call me Big Lot.
Thank you, friend. You too. Let's go. I just said it make it look bad. It makes it look bad.